Welcome, everyone. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm Sarri Gilman, and this month we are talking about boundaries while traveling. And I have with me my friend Debra McElroy, and Debra and I are about to go on a trip to France. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. But I thought it would be really fun to talk about packing and kind of the boundaries of not taking everything with you, traveling light, the importance of that when traveling. And so there is no better person than the closet whisperer, Debra, to share that with us. So welcome, Debra.
Thank you, Sarri. I'm so lucky. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to help women spend less money and less stress and have the wardrobe of their dreams. So, it's an easy thing to do. It's my favorite, greatest joy, because women don't realize how simple it is. And a lot of women really stress about what to pack. I mean, I've made a business out of it. People hire me to pack them.
Well, I just want to share with our listeners that you and I have gone on a trip before the pandemic. We were on a trip together, and Debra ended up styling everyone in our group out of like stuff that we were wearing and sharing, and our photos ended up looking fantastic as a result. So I know that you know how to pack. So I kind of can't wait to hear some of your best tips for all of us.
All right. Happy to share.
Okay. So what's the first thing to think about
Okay.
when packing in terms of like color, or like, how do you like get a theme going here?
Well, the first thing is to know what airline you're traveling on and what their carry-on bag requirements are. It has shifted hugely since the pandemic. So every airline is different. You want to establish that right away so you know what your limitations are, and if you're even going to have to pay for your carry-on, which has happened to me. So that's number one.
Right. Okay.
Number two, ask yourself, what's the purpose of my trip? Am I going just for fun? Am I going on business? Is it a combo trip? Am I meeting relatives for the very first time? What is the background? Why are you taking the trip? Because that makes it really easy to decide what to bring along once you're firm about why you're taking this trip. And the whole goal is to make packing easier so that you can enjoy your trip, whether it's business or pleasure, and spend less time thinking about your clothes and still looking your very best because you planned it ahead of time.
And I like to take as few clothes as possible.
Yes, absolutely. Because we all know you got to carry it on. If you're only going for a week and your bag doesn't arrive, you're out shopping for clothes, and that's the last thing you want to do on vacation, or at least it's the last thing I want to do on vacation.
Right, me too. So let's see it.
Let's see it. All right. So basically the premise, I call it a capsule, and a travel capsule is really no different than your working at home capsule, but could be more limited. So basically it's 2 tops, 2 bottoms, and those are interchangeable. I'll show you here in a minute. And then 5, 6, or 7 tops, depending upon how many days you're going to be gone. Whether you have
so let's take like the France trip. Okay, so 2 tops,
2 tops,
2 bottoms, and then count how many days I'm going to be gone, and then extra tops for those extra days.
Right. I mean, if you have somewhere you're going to do laundry, that's okay. But otherwise you need to, and wear things like that. We'll have some prints, so you can wear one at once.
Oh, right.
You can wear things that are travel friendly.
And I always bring one of those like sleeveless tops underneath, so I can throw the tops on over it, right? And feel like the shirt that's closest to my skin, might just be a sleeveless thing.
Right, a little tank or a cami or something.
So that I can wear the shirt that I'm wearing over it multiple times.
Right, exactly. Kind of soaks up any excess perspiration we might have. Right. So when I say 2 tops, that might be a jacket and a sweater. What depends on your personal preference. Your bottoms could be a pair of pants, they're travel pants, and a pair of jeans. It could be a pair of jeans. I
love traveling in a pair of jeans.
And you do, I know that's your thing. Yeah, you're a denim girl all the way.
I'm even wearing like this little denim tunic thing. I love traveling in jeans, and I wear my jeans onto the plane because those are heavy for packing.
Yes.
So
take up a
that's
lot
a
of room.
wear. Okay, so so let's start with like those blues, like if you're
Okay,
a jean
sure.
person.
Right. So we've got a little navy blue jacket here. And this is in, it's called fabric called Ponte. So it doesn't wrinkle. It's got little thumb holes even. So if you're kind of cool, you can, I don't know if you can see that. You can put your thumb in there. It's got a little zip and it's navy. So it goes with absolutely everything.
Can you bring that up a little closer to the camera so we can see that? Oh, fabulous.
Okay. And it's a little shorter, but it's fitted. It's got princess seaming and dark. So it's very professional looking when it's zipped up, but you still have your pockets. So that would be one choice of a jacket.
And that would go, and since it's blue, it would go great with jeans.
It goes with jeans.
Yeah.
And then I have a long sweater here in a navy and white stripe. So you would have your choice of a longer sweater if you're trying to cover up some things. You want that coverage around your hips. Or I have a shorter, bright colored orange and navy print. So you would choose one or the other. You wouldn't bring them both.
Okay, so kind of like your one sweater, your second jacket, like the jacket that can go underneath your coat.
Right.
Right.
And then you're going to have, so for your bottoms, these actually match this first little jacket. So it's the same fabric. It's got a little slit here on the bottom, so it makes them a little more fun. It's easy to put over your tennis shoes or your little boots. And it's got a waistband. So that's a fun thing to be able to thread your scarf through and add some more color. Again, that same wonderful fabric. And then
That
for our other
doesn't,
bottom,
so this is like wrinkle-free fabric.
wrinkle-free, absolutely. You cannot wrinkle these things.
Okay.
It's the best thing for travel. And it's, I mean, it's pretty standard in the industry in the last 8 years. Almost everybody uses a Ponte Knit. Goes in the wash machine, goes in the dryer. Fabulous for traveling.
Wow, okay.
And then of course we have Sarri's jeans. So any jean of your wash, I wouldn't do a distressed jean, which are so popular, but you want to be able to wear these jeans into, again, it depends where you're going, but Sarri and I talked about this. We recommend leave the holy jeans at home.
Definitely leave the holy jeans at home because, you know, when you're, especially when you're in another country, it can be considered a little disrespectful in certain places. And you just don't want to bring that kind of attention to yourself. That's great for being at home and all the places you like to go. But when you travel, I think just wear a pair of jeans that don't have holes so that you can go anywhere you want in them.
Right.
And not feel uncomfortable.
Right. You don't want to take anything that's going to limit where and how you can wear it. These things need to be your basics, the things you're number one, comfortable. Don't take anything that you're going to be adjusting or needs to be ironed, God forbid. You know, these are travel clothes and it's your normal wardrobe from home. So you have your two bottoms. We chose a knit pant here and a denim, and you could do a white denim. But then I also threw in this fabulous dress because it's called the four-way. You can wear it frontwards, you can wear it backwards, and
Oh
you
my
can wear
gosh.
it inside out into this polka dot. So this is the very first time we've done a four-way dress, and I love orange. So
if people wanted to order that dress from
Yeah.
you, they could, right? Because you,
it's called the flip dress. You flip it inside out and you flip it backwards and forwards.
for people like myself who are known to drop something on you when you're and yet you have, like, you don't have a chance to wash it out because
Right.
it's soaking wet and you still have the rest of the day and you're on the move. That is a fabulous thing because you just flip it around.
Flip it
The
around.
thing is in the back.
Right.
Nobody is seeing it.
Nobody knows.
And you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I
And
love
I like this
that.
one. It's got a little circle, little peplum on the bottom. So you've got lots of movement. Now you're not going to have pockets on this dress because it goes inside out. So there's no pockets to be had. But then you just bring along your little purse. And I have a crossbody here that's so handy. So you're going to bring your pocket with you, basically.
Okay.
So because you have no pockets, you have to have somewhere to put something. So you just throw a small bag in for your sunglasses, your cell phone, your chapstick, whatever it is. And again, it's a darker color. So
while we're on that about bags, I love this dress because it also, you can wear it with that cute little blue jacket you showed us to start with too.
it's equally makes it a little more professional with the blue jacket.
Right. But if you're doing like a casual trip, or you're going out to dinner,
Yeah.
it's nice to have
And
some.
then you can wear your orange Elsa Jacobson shoes, which I just bought mine. These are such a comfortable tennis shoe, and they're a little bit dressier. They come in every color in the rainbow, and they also come in a wedge if you want more of a heel.
And these are comfortable for walking in.
Oh yeah, they're fabulous. They're made, she's from Sweden. She just died in November, but she's been in the shoe and boot business her whole life. All of her stuff is so comfortable. They're really excellent quality.
What's the name of that again?
Elsa Jacobson.
Wow. Okay. Well, who doesn't want a good shoe recommendation for when you're traveling?
And the colors are just exceptional. Okay, so
Mm.
back to the purse you were asking.
Back to the purse, because here's one of my problems when I travel is I always put like the bag that I'm taking on the plane, I have my suitcase that fits in the overhead, but then I have my bag of stuff to keep myself entertained.
Mhm.
But I always take like extra bags to go out for the day, or like you said, like a smaller purse.
Right.
I heard you just say, like, make sure your sunglasses, your wallet, some things can fit in it. Because sometimes I'll bring like an extra bag and it's too small.
Too small, right.
So
So this one actually, and there's a lot of bags like this in the market. You can hook the strap up here so it's tall like this.
oh, see, I love that, an expandable bag when
Move over
traveling.
for a smaller profile. And this is that company, I think they're still around, Stella and Dot.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've had this for ages, but so I take a bigger bag. This is my carry-on bag because my laptop or my Kindle will all fit in here. And this bag goes inside of here. So
Right.
this is my big carry-on. I mean,
Right, but you don't want to be lugging that around when you're
No,
traveling
no.
during the day to go
Right.
sightseeing. You just want something small.
Something small, right? But this serves with your magazines and your Kindle and everything on the airplane, your cough drops and your Kleenex and your travel motion sickness or whatever you need. So it's nice to have a larger, and you can always tie a scarf around the handle, make it look cute, or with your other little bag.
There's another idea. Never did that, but I love that idea. And that other purse again, like I'm thinking on this trip, we're also going to be doing sketching, watercolor. So people are going to be carrying the orange bag. People
Right.
are going to be carrying like a little sketchbook with them and some watercolors. And so that would need to fit in a bag that you can carry for the day.
And this bag fits the sketch bag because I already tried it in here.
Oh,
I've tried.
you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's a good idea too, is to try out your things, right? Before you leave to make sure things do fit. Oh my God.
You don't want any surprises the morning you're trying to leave and all of a sudden your essentials don't fit. You want to carry your medications. They need to be in a Ziploc bag. So I have a handy dandy little handout here. So Anne McAlpern did this book years ago. I went and listened to a seminar she did at AAA. And she has the ultimate traveler's checklist.
Oh, cool.
And on the other side, it says, have a great trip. So I give these to my clients and I tell them to go through and customize it to their unique self, because everybody brings different things. You may not need insect repellent. So you take the format in a PDF and then, edit it to be what you need. But like converters, Sarri and I were just saying today, oh, remember, we got to bring our converter to France.
Right.
So these are invaluable. I think she covers everything.
So we're going to have a link for y'all to download that form from Debra as a little gift. So back to our travel.
Yes.
All right. So we have your two tops, your two bottoms, maybe a fabulous dress.
Right. And then we're doing t-shirts. So all of your shirts are going to go with your jeans and with your trouser or whatever that second pant is. This one is sleeveless. And you can see it's cute. It zips up. So like Sarri said, if you want to wear a little orange tank or a white tank under there for another layer, that would be really nice. And you could even put a long sleeve underneath there and layer that if the weather was inclement and you wanted to have a long sleeve with you. I always suggest that you bring a belt. It's a great way to accessorize, whether you use a leather belt or you can use any of the scarves and just thread them through your belt loops, which is a really easy way to kind of dress up your outfit.
Love that idea.
Here's your long scarf. So that's going to go with everything. And then in France in particular, you love a good stripe.
Oh, yeah, you want to fit in with everyone in there. In
Wanna
fact,
fit in
this
with
little
it.
stripy scarf I got on the last trip to France
Yes.
out there, and it's, you know what? I've used it, like, it still holds well. I mean, just stripes
Yeah.
last
It's kind of
forever.
fun. It's got a little bit of a silhouette to it. And again, it's,
Oh, that's so cute.
covers up your shoulders. And I'm big on, Siri laughed at me, one piece of jewelry, one necklace, one pair of earrings. Now, I'm partial to hearts. I have a dear friend who passed recently, and she's the most loving person I know. So to honor her, I've been wearing a heart every day. But I've had this heart for years. I love orange. So it doesn't matter what it is, but you will save yourself so much time and trouble. Pick one.
Just one.
And then if you see something on your trip you fall in love with, great, buy it.
Oh, that's
But
really
you
sweet.
don't, whatever you choose will work with everything you're taking with you.
Okay.
Okay. And then I've shown just a simple little tank here. It could be white. This happens to be navy. Again, great for traveling, simple neckline. And I threw a scarf over that.
I love that tank.
So you're going to have,
I'm gonna want that tank.
yeah, we call this the complete top, and we've done it 3 years in a row in different colors.
Oh,
It's
great.
kind of crinkly, if you will. So it's got this really cool texture on the fabric with ribbing around the neck and just a basic armhole. It's not too low, nothing shows underneath. And again, it doesn't wrinkle. So essential when you're traveling.
Yes.
The
I
other,
love that scarf. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so this is this, and this has all the colors as you can see in it.
Okay.
So Sari suggested you bring 2 scarves. So I love to bring a hat that I can tie a scarf on. This is one that went to France
cute.
with me way back when.
So cute.
So, and you can use this scarf to accessorize, your other clothes as well. So you can mix and match your scarves on your hat, but you really want some sun protection. And it's a great way to finish off an outfit. When you see somebody walking down the street and they've made that extra touch, you notice. And it's very practical. You can squish it up, bring a hat that can pack lightly. And my girlfriend gave me a little angel when I travel. So she's always attached to my hat band.
Oh, I love how you make it like personal and meaningful.
Yeah.
This is great. So this is like a capsule for people that are going to do like denim and blues.
Navies, right.
So
and then your accent color could be anything.
And you add a color, like, so what I'm noticing is you've picked orange, like that is like the one color with the blue and white. So it's not, so that way it'll all kind of come together when you're getting dressed, no matter what.
And again, depending upon your time of year is going to determine, are you taking sleeveless? Are you taking long sleeve? I mean, you can throw in, and if you like blouses, you throw in a long sleeve blouse. That's going to pair back with everything. Or we have this one here with a little bit of navy and orange. But the other thing to consider, if you're going somewhere more chilly, I'm wearing our navy sweater here. Now, I would take this sweater, it's a little off the shoulder, if I was going somewhere chilly, because I could wear it over this dress as well. And it would look like a skirt. It'd be a super cute way to travel with a scarf around my neck and the sweater over the dress, and it looks like a little skirt. So again, climate matters. So you've got to think about what your weather is going to be like and be prepared to layer up or layer down accordingly.
So lots of people are like, they have a hard time thinking about a capsule with color, and they tend to go like black and white to simplify their life. What would we recommend for the travelers who really like to keep it to the black and whites, and that's what they have in their closet, and that's how they get dressed every day? What do you have for them?
Well, then you stick with black and white. And I'm going to show
that's what you have. That's how you do it.
That's
right?
how you do it. It is never don't ever let someone convince you need to add color if that's not what your soul wants. Okay. There's nothing wrong with black and white. It can be very expressive. So never, never have someone else tell you you have to have color. You listen to your own heart. It will tell you what you need.
Okay.
I'm going to do a black and white for you in just a minute, and we'll see how fun black and white can also be.
Great. All right. So now we're going to take a look at the black and white scenario. Oh, I'm dying over that jacket that you're touching right now. Yeah, that's got the white
one.
Wait a minute, traveling with white. Okay, but let's hear your ideas for a black and white capsule
Okay.
to travel.
So, when you first glance at this, it is all black and white, but it catches your eye because of the different textures and patterns. And that is essential to good black and white wardrobing, is change up your textures. So in this case, what I've done is we've started with, I'm calling it a herringbone, but it's not a herringbone. So somebody out there is going to know what this is. Anyhow, so this is called our agent jacket. It's got pockets, it's long, it's double-breasted, it's unlined, it goes in the wash machine. I have lived in this jacket. This was actually last season, but it goes with everything. I wear it with my sweatpants, I wear it to yoga, I wear it, out for business. So I really love how versatile this is. I love the length. I'm tall, I'm 5'10", and I'd like to cover up my hips. I call it, that's not my most attractive part. So that's wonderful. So that's the jacket I chose. And then for the second one, you could either have this little half circle sweater, which Sarri's calling a jacket.
Oh, I love that sweater.
Super soft, and you can cozy up the collar and almost make it into a wrap. You could put a brooch or a pin here, which would be just gorgeous.
Oh, great idea.
So that could be number 2. Or I have just our very simple little black jacket. You can see it snaps. It's got pockets. It's right about hip length. And it's, again, just this yummy, dreamy fabric. I love that jacket. It's perfect for travel. You've got these nice pockets. So those are your 3 choices. You're going to take 2 of them, but you're going to get 2 toppers. And then I gave you the
I got to ask you something, because my
Yes.
daughter and I have this conversation. I always like to bring something white in a top when I travel, because
Yes.
it just makes me feel fresh.
fresh,
Getting
very
dressed. I just,
classic.
yes, it feels classic. It feels fresh. It goes with everything.
Right.
But my daughters are like, oh my gosh, mom, you get one thing spilled on it and the whole thing is over. But I just kind of wipe them, and I've never had a problem.
I always bring a white top. Generally it's a white tank or a sleeveless. And I'm a big fan of those little tied out pens. I always travel with one of those. They're only about this big, and I keep it in my purse. So I'm a classic spiller. I am. And I just have it in my purse. It's gone the next morning.
What is this called?
It's called tied out. I think it's on her checklist. I'll double check.
Tied out pen.
It's a little orange one. I have it
Oh.
here somewhere, but yeah, it's about this big.
Oh, I've never heard of this. This is great.
It's made by Tide, and
Mhm.
it works on white, takes the stain out. I mean, it works on any stain, but particularly for me, it's the white, because I love a white tank.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want one of those. Okay, so this pant, this is a new one. It's called the Pogger. So it's that same yummy fabric, super lightweight. It's not as heavy as our Ponte, and it's got a straight leg here, but you can see it's got a waistband with a snap. It's got a pocket, and it's elastic in the back. Now, we used to laugh about our moms having elastic waistbands, but it's not elastic in the front. Nobody's going to know. But it is the lightest, most comfortable fabric. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, it's rayon. Nylon.
I don't care what the weather is. I like traveling with a light pant.
Yeah, these are super light, but there's enough fabric to them. They're going to hang straight and they're not going to wrinkle. It's incredible. And it matches the little jacket. If you needed matchy-matchy, I'm here to tell you, you don't ever need to do matchy-matchy, but if you wanted to, you could. So any comfy pair of black pants. And then because it's Sarri, I put in white denim.
Thank you.
That's her. Or you could bring as an alternative, or even in addition, I love a little black dress. And for my age, I like a long dress. This one has a very simple ruching here, very simple neckline. Again, I put a heart on it. And I took a little black dress, a long one, when Sarri and I went last time. And I wore that thing. I bet I wore it 5 times. I'd wear it to the winery. I'd wear it out to dinner. I lived in it because, again, it's all about the comfiness of the fabric. You don't have to be careful with this stuff. And there's you can go to any store. You can go to Target and get a cute little black dress.
Great idea.
Covers up your knees. And then I just brought this pair of sandals. So if I wanted to dress up, I wore a sandal. Otherwise, I did a little bit classier tennis shoe. That's it.
Nice.
So those will go with anything. And then again, you've got your scarf. There's another scarf here somewhere. A little white tape. You've got to have your stripe, your French stripe. I threw some pearls on with it. This gray is a super soft, comfortable, slightly oversized, but this would be great on the airplane. I would live in that with those black pants and a scarf. And then
Nice.
again, I threw in a little blouse.
I love how your sweatshirt looks dressy enough to go somewhere, like that
Doesn't it?
gray top. Yeah, you could dress that up pretty easily.
Yeah, and especially now I put multiple necklaces up here this time, not to say take multiples, but just to give you some ideas of how, if you're set on pearls, then bring your pearls and put them with your sweatshirt.
Oh, that's
I
adorable.
mean, this would be me with my little black pants, and I would wear these pearls with everything and my tennis shoes. And then I'm partial to shawls, so this would go in. I wouldn't bring this, but my shawl would go. And I have lots of them. Always travel with a shawl. It's my blannie on the airplane.
I learned from you how important it was to travel with a scarf. And so to bring, first of all, they're so lightweight. They take
Yes.
up no room. And I change up one scarf on the trip and I suddenly feel like I'm wearing a whole different outfit. And it's very flattering when we're doing photos and you get color in them, and it's wonderful. So I wasn't one who brought scarves on trips before. And now I'm always like, okay, which scarves go with? But you're saying you can have it all match so that you really have a lot more options when you're
Right.
on the trip.
Well,
Yeah.
now I grabbed a couple of other, just to say, just because you start with black and white, you could throw in a pop of color. Yellow is like sunshine. So you travel with sunshine. Anytime you wear yellow, people smile at you. It's a proven fact. My clients will tell you, I don't know how she knows that, but she does. So, or maybe you're a green girl. We'll throw in one green t-shirt. So just because you're black and white, you can still throw in a color if you choose.
Love that
So
idea.
it doesn't have to be all black and white. And the other thing, when you talk about scarves, I have another little handout here for you. Now, Sarri's very good with scarves. The reason I wear wraps instead of scarves is because I have a hard time making that scarf do what I want it to do, the big ones. So I like a cape or a wrap. She's very good at it, but some people struggle. So this is a little called tie one on. You can go on the internet. There's dozens of videos, but this is just a little handout for those of us who are back in the paper days that shows you around your waist, around your head, a cummerbund, a bandana, a French knot, and a front knot.
When we were in France last time and we were in that cute little town, Mulot, you and I went shopping into that one amazing store.
Yes.
Remember that?
I have.
I was buying scarves there, and they were showing me how French women tie their scarves, which was very different than how we tie our scarves. And I spent like 3 years wearing my scarves their way because it just laid so nicely. So
you're going to have to teach us this year because I don't remember you teaching us that.
Oh God, that was so much fun. So it is really also wonderful to leave a little room in your bag in case you see something when you're traveling that you want to bring home. Like for me, I brought home scarves while I was there last time, and they've held up for years. And I get such joy when I open up my drawer and I'm like, oh, I got that in France, right? I like buying yarn when I travel, and I like coming home and knitting something from where I've been. So, it just depends on how you do things. But I'm hoping that those of you who are listening, and if you feel like you've got some great travel tips, feel free to email them to me. But I hope for those of you that are listening, if you're getting inspired to have a simpler capsule wardrobe, whether you're traveling or at home and you need help with how to coordinate all the pieces, Debra is your person. I am telling you, you'll have a great time with her. She can do this on Zoom with you. And, you know, a good closet clear out and finding some gems that all go together. You never know what's hidden in your closet, right?
Right. And you always start with what you love. Don't go into this preconceived idea of I should. If you're thinking I should, dump it. What do you love? Always and forever. That's rule number one.
Wonderful. So do you have any tips for the men who are listening around, you know, how, you know, if they're putting together their clothes, sometimes when guys are traveling, they can look, you know, just a little frumpy, and it turns out you're going out to one really nice restaurant. Do you suggest that men also bring like one nice shirt that buttons or something like that?
I think a classic Oxford or a denim, and even for women too. We always have little denim jackets, but I think a classic Oxford blue, maybe throw in a tie, depends on where you're going. Again, keep it simple. Men can do an Oxford shirt, a denim shirt, and whether you're wearing jeans. I mean, I don't have a man in my life, so I don't dress a man, but
no, I love that look. I
Just
love
classic.
anything with denim, and I think it looks really good on men. You're right. It
Yes.
kind of is dressy enough
Mhm.
to go somewhat anywhere. And
Yeah.
that's the thing when you're traveling. Most of the time you're doing casual stuff, but you might be going out to like
Right.
one nice dinner.
And then you just throw your jacket on. A jacket over a denim shirt is, in my book, dressed up. That's, I mean, even for women as well. It's just a classic look that will never go out of style. Never.
Wonderful. That is true. I can attest to that with all my denim. I'm wearing a cute little denim dress right now. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So thank you, Debra, for all
Oh,
these
thanks. This was fun.
fabulous packing tips. I've learned so much from you, and I want that white sweater. I want
And the blue top. Okay. We'll talk.
So to all of you listening, happy travels wherever you're going, and enjoy your trips, and may you all be well and safe.
Yes. Have fun. Time to play. We've been working hard. It's time to play.